Hey YouTube, look at all this junk on the table in front of you. What I'm going to talk about today is the Ruger lc9s Pro. Done a few videos with this one in it. Never done a video of just this gun by itself, so I thought I would do that. Still working on getting my rounds through the other ones in the shootout. The Glock 43 and the Beretta Nano, but I'll just talk about the lc9s Pro for a few minutes. When you buy one of these, it's going to come in a white cardboard box. Inside the box you'll find a zip up pouch. You got your book, your lock, your spent casing, the floor plate, which is the finger extension on it for the magazine. I don't care for that. That's just something else to print when you're trying to hide it. You'll get the spent shell casing. Also has the gun's birthday on it, if you will. This one was February 5th, 2015. I'm not real sure when I bought it, but I've had it a few months. Then inside your pouch, you got the gun, magazine, and that's all. Now, this ain't much, but it's better than nothing, I guess. I don't know. I guess you could wipe your rear end with it or something if you had to. But it's something to put it in if you don't have anything. As you can see, I do have things to keep it in. I bought 2 extra mags. That gives me a total of 3. So I think you should always have at least 2 mags with all your gun. And it's unfortunate that guns only come with 1 now, a lot of them. But everybody's got to save money, I guess. I have a mag pouch. It's leather, has a clip, and it'll hold an extra mag. So with the 8 rounds in the gun, 7 in the mag, you're carrying 15 rounds. If that won't get you out of the mess you're in, well, you in the wrong part of town, big time. That's all I can say. I'm not going to stick around anywhere long enough to shoot 15 rounds, I hope. A couple of rounds, I'm gone. I'll either be on the ground or high-stepping my way out of there. But anyway, I have the holsters that I've carried this gun in. I have a outside the waist Kydex holster that I bought off eBay. Fits good, and it's a nice holster. Has a sweat guard outside the waist. I really don't carry it that way. If any of my loyal 3 viewers would care to have that for their lc9, and it's not just for the lc9s Pro, it has the divot in it for the safety, so any lc9 would fit in it outside the waist. If you can figure out how to send me a PM and I can figure out how to read it, we can work something out. I also have a Fox outside the waistband holster, which is leather and Kydex. I've carried it a few times like that. I like this one better than the all Kydex myself, because as you can tell by the Dr. Pepper 10, I'm a fat, disgusting slob. And this one is not very comfortable for me. This one's better. But the way I'm going to carry this gun 99% of the time is in this white hat holster inside the waist, which I talked about in a video already. If you didn't see it, don't feel bad, because nobody else did either. But that's the way I'm going to carry this gun when I do carry it. It's inside the waist. And I do carry it. I carry it with me. I've been carrying it all summer pretty much exclusively. I carry my Glock 26 a lot in the winter. And I have a Glock 30 I carry some. It's a little heavy. I tend to go with either the Glock 26 or, at this moment, this Ruger lc9s Pro. Now, it took me a while to warm up to this lc9s Pro, because I had an LCP, which is the little 380, which looks similar to this, and it was terrible. It functioned okay. It didn't malfunction, but I couldn't shoot it. It has a staple gun type trigger. It's hammer fired, by the way, as everyone knows, I'm sure. 380. I couldn't hit anything with it. I'm not a fan of 380. But then they come out with the LC9, which is essentially a bigger LCP in my mind, and it really was. Hammer fired, long staple gun trigger. Had a flag thing on the top telling you the loaded chamber indicator. Ridiculous. Stuck up. It was terrible. It didn't really get in the way of the sights, but it was ignorant. It was like having your bus number wrote on the back of your hand when you were in kindergarten. That's okay when you're in kindergarten, but if you're in 10th, 11th, 12th grade and you still got your bus number written on your hand, well, might be a problem there. I don't need a flag on top of my gun telling me it's loaded. I am not incompetent. If you need all that, you don't need a gun, in my opinion. I don't need a safety on my striker-fired gun. Maybe on my single-action 1911, but not on my striker-fired gun. I got enough sense to keep my hand off the trigger when it's loaded. I don't need a magazine disconnect to get me killed. If you've seen my Beretta, the magazine could just fall out of that at any time. A magazine disconnect would be a death sentence with the Beretta. This one does not fall out, but I still don't want that mess around me. But the LC9 Pro, now, that's the way it looks the same as the LC9 pretty much. So that can be deceiving. But all the problems with the LC9 standard are taken care of. And they're not really problems. All the things I did not like about the LC9, let me put it that way, have been fixed or changed on this LC9s Pro. So the LC9s Pro and a white hat holster, that's a fat guy's gun right there. The fatter you are, the skinnier you need your gun. I don't have my scales. I don't have my calipers. This gun is no more than 1 inch wide, maybe a little less. It's thin, and it's light. It's lighter than the other ones I had in my shootout when I had the Shield and the XDS and the Glock 43. This was the lightest. You can literally forget that you have this on. You can put 8 rounds in it if you so choose. You can have a magazine pouch with 7 more rounds in it. Or these mags are small enough you could just load one up and throw it in your pocket. You don't have to have that. Oh, Dr. Pepper 10. Made me forget what I was thinking about. But anyway, this is a good gun. It's a reliable gun. Ruger has a hit here as far as I'm concerned. I don't know how they're selling. I'm sure they're selling just fine. And I like it. I had somebody comment in one of my videos that I said it didn't really look any better than the Glock. And somebody said that they thought it did, and I guess it kind of does. It has a little shape to it where the Glock don't. I put these Talon grips on it and covered up a lot of the texturing on the grip, but it's not a bad looking gun by any means. And the winner of my shootout between this and the 43 and the Beretta Nano is going to get a set of night sights. I prefer the True Glow night sights over the rest of them, and I'm pretty sure they make them for this gun. This is a popular gun. You can pretty much get anything you want for it. So I'll put some night sights on it if it wins the shootout. But I'm keeping it either way. It's proven to me that it's reliable. I trust it. And that's the main thing. If you got a gun that you've put enough rounds through where you trust it, you feel safe that it's going to do what it needs to do, that's all that matters. Carry it, have it with you, and hope you never have to use it. That's the bottom line. I feel 100% confident that this Ruger will get the job done. Now, I know no automatic weapon, no matter what brand it is going to be 100% reliable all the time. I understand that. But I feel confident that this Ruger will get me out of the mess if I get in it. Now that brings up the question, is 9mm big enough? Well, I say it is. I have yet to find anybody to volunteer to let me shoot them with it. So I'm going to say yes, 9mm will get the job done. But what if this guy's hooked on drugs and in a crazy drug frenzy? Well, I'll shoot him 15 times and then outrun him. I can at least slow him down, I believe. I'm not going to sit here and stress myself out about every scenario that could possibly happen. I feel safe that the 9mm will get the job done. I feel safe that this Ruger lc9 will put them 9mm rounds down range if needed. And I have no complaints about this gun, except that maybe it only comes with one mag, but for the price, you can afford to buy you another mag or two. So give the lc9s Pro a double look if you're discounting it because you think it's a Ruger. Don't hold that against it. Give it a look, and I think you'll be surprised at how reliable and how easy to shoot and how easy to carry this gun is. I'm impressed with it. If you'd have asked me 6 months ago what I thought about a Ruger lc9, I'd have told you it was useless and I wouldn't have one. If you ask me now, I got one in my pants. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'm going to finish my shootout between the 3 single stack 9s that I have, and we'll declare a winner. Like it really means anything, but I'm going to do it anyway. Thanks for watching my video, and that's all I got to say.